Good afternoon, students. Today we are solving the problems on Poisson distribution. Now, the first problem is the number of accidents in a year to taxi drivers in a city follows a Poisson distribution with the mean 3 out of 1000 taxi drivers. Find approximate the number of drivers with no accidents in a year. Second thing is more than 3 accidents in a year. So this is the question given. Now in that they have clearly mentioned you need to apply which distribution? Poisson distribution. Now what information given to you in this question? They have given mean as 3. So what is mean? For Poisson distribution, we have already derived what is mean mu. Mean mu is nothing but m in the case of Poisson distribution. So that m value is already given in the question, that is 3. Then Poisson distribution formula. What is the Poisson distribution formula? P of x equal to m power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. Now in that m is given, so let me substitute here m equal to 3. So you will get p of x equal to 3 power x e power minus 3 divided by x factorial. What you do is, you need to save this function in your calculator. That becomes very easy. So how will you save this function in your calculator? So take out your calculator, use the division symbol in the calculator, then press 3. Then power alpha x. So you save this as alpha x. Then e power minus 3. Then divided by the denominator, you save x as alpha x factorial. So this you need to save it in your calculator. Now what do you mean by x here? What is actually we are finding out? We are finding out number of accidents in a year. Correct? The number of accidents in a year. So let us denote x as what? Number of accidents in a year. So now, what is the first question they have given? No accidents in a year. What do you mean by no accidents? X equal to 0. So just in your calculator, press calculation button. In that, press x equal to 0. That time what you will get? 3 power 0 e power minus 3 divided by 0 factorial. So the answer will be 0.05. So just you need to substitute in your calculator x equal to 0. But while writing in the notes, you write down the procedure 3 power 0 e power minus 3 divided by 0 factorial. So the number of drivers out of 1000. So we have considered only for one driver. So we need such how many? Out of how many taxi drivers? 1000. So multiply the answer with 1000. That gives you out of 1000 drivers with no accidents, how many drivers? 50 drivers. Then under the second question is more than 3 accidents in a year. So how many drivers do more than 3 accidents in a year? That is P of x strictly greater than 3. More than 3, that is x greater than 3 strictly. So P of x greater than 3 means P of 4, P of 5, P of 6, so on. Correct? So it is a tedious thing. Instead of finding like this, we can do 1 minus P of x less than or equal to 3. That becomes easy. Now less than or equal to 3 means you need to calculate P of x equal to 0, P of x equal to 1, P of x equal to 2, P of x equal to 3. Now where you need to substitute? Already you have saved it in your calculator. So press the calculation button, put x equal to 0. For x equal to 0, already we know what is the answer? 0.05. So write down here, then plus, put x equal to 1. That time you will get one more answer. Then put x equal to 2, you will get answer. P of x equal to 3, you will get the answer. So add the answer, then subtract with 1. 1 minus the sum of this, that gives you 0.35. Now this is we need for number of drivers out of thousands. So multiply by 1000. So how many drivers will do accidents more than 3 accidents in a year? 3 out of 1000, 350 drivers will do accidents more than 3. Now second problem, very important. Second problem is 2% of the fuses manufactured by a firm are found to be defective. Find the probability that a box containing 200 fuses contains no defective fuses. Second question is 3 or more defective fuses. Now here they have not mentioned anything, correct? Whether we need to do it by binomial distribution or we need to do it by Poisson distribution. But we can see here, 2% of the fuses manufactured by a firm are found to be defective. So our X should be what? Defective fuses. So X denote what? Defective fuses. Now what is the probability of defective fuses? They are given in percentage term. So out of 100, how many fuses are defective? 2 fuses are defective. That is 2 by 100. So 2 by 100 means what? 0.02. I already mentioned. What do you mean by probability? Number of possible cases to the number of favorable cases. So how many favorable cases? How many defective fuses are there? 2. Out of how many? 100. So 2 by 100 means what? 0.02. Now in order to apply Poisson distribution, because there are 200 fuses are there, so in order to apply Poisson distribution, we need m value. But we know the formula, mean mu is equal to m. But m is what? According to binomial distribution, mean mu means what? N into p. Because binomial as well as Poisson are interconnected. When n tends to infinity, this distribution, binomial distribution, will convert to what? Poisson distribution. That is, when n is very large value, binomial distribution will convert to Poisson distribution. Now here, what is n here? N is quite large, right? N is 200. So substitute here n 200. P already we know. What is P? Probability of defective fuse 0.02. So multiply this, you will get mu is equal to 4. Now just mu is nothing but m. So m is 4 we got. Now just substitute in the formula. What is the formula for Poisson distribution? P of x equal to m power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. M is known to you. M is 4. M is 4. Then save this again in your calculator. How to save? Just now I told you, divide symbol is there in your calculator. There you save this function 4 alpha x e power minus 4 divided by alpha x factorial. Here what x denote? X denote defective fuse. Now what is the first question? In the first question, no defective fuse. What do you mean by no defective fuse? That means x equal to 0. Just in the calculation button, put x equal to 0. You will get the answer as 0.0183. Now second question is 3 or more defective items. What do you mean by 3 as well as more? That is x greater than or equal to 3. Means to say 1 minus p of x less than 3. What do you mean by p of x less than 3? P of x equal to 0, 1, 2. So add the probabilities, you will get the answer as 0.7621. Now next question. The probability that a news reader commits no mistake in reading the news is 1 by e power 3. Find the probability that on a particular news broadcast, he commits only 2 mistakes, more than 3 mistakes, at most 3 mistakes. Now let x denote what? What we need to find the probability of which one? We need a newsreader committing mistakes, correct? So what is x denotes? Newsreader committing mistakes. The probability that a newsreader committing no mistake they have given. No mistake means what? They have given p of x equal to 0 they have given. What is the value they have given? 1 by e power 3. So this problem is little different. They have given what initially? P of x equal to 0 they have given. What is that? E power minus 3. But what is P of x according to Poisson distribution? It is m power x e power minus m by x factorial. Put x equal to 0 here. You will get m power 0 e power minus m divided by 0 factorial. So m power 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1. You will get e power minus m equal to e power minus 2. When you compare what you get? M as 3. So now we know m value. M equal to 3 we know. Now we need to find the questions. Now what is the question? First question, only 2 mistakes. What do you mean by only 2 mistakes? So we know what is Poisson distribution. This is a formula for Poisson distribution. In that distribution, put m equal to 3 here. That time what you get? 3 power x e power minus 3 divided by x factorial, right? Now probability committee only 2 mistakes means what? X equal to 2. So if you put x equal to 2, you will get m square e power minus m divided by 2 factorial. So what will be the answer? 0. M is known to you. What is m? 3. So you can write it as how? 3 power x. You can save it in your calculator. 3 power x e power minus 3 divided by x factorial. Then just to put x equal to 2. That time what will be the answer? 0.22404. Next. Second question is probability of committing more than 3 mistakes. More than. More than means strictly x greater than 3. That is same as 1 minus p of x less than or equal to 3. Same way, already you have saved this function in your calculator. 3 power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. Correct? So just put x equal to what? 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3. That gives you the answer 0.3528. Now next, third question is probability of committing at the most 3 mistakes. What do you mean by at most? In binomial also I told you. What do you mean by at most? At most means p of x less than or equal to 3. Maximum how many mistakes he can make? Maximum he can make 3 mistakes. That is p of x less than or equal to 3. So what do you mean by p of x less than or equal to 3? P of x equals 0, 1, 2 and 3. Then substitute in your calculator, you will get the answer as 0.6472. Now next, fourth question. A shop has 4 diesel generator sets which it hires every day. So a shop has 4 diesel generator sets which it hires every day. The demand for a generator set, on a Poisson variant with a value 5 by 2, obtain the probability that on a particular day there was no demand. A demand had to be given is not clear there. A demand had to be refused. Okay, continue this. A demand had to be refused. So what is the thing they have given? They have given the demand for generator set on an average. Here it is not visible. On an average. Average value means mean. Mean they have given. What is mean? 5 by 2. So for Poisson variant, what is mean? Mean means m. M is 5 by 2. So what is 5 by 2? 2.5. So what is the Poisson distribution formula? M power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. Substitute for m, you will get 2.5 power x divided by x factorial. Then let x denote demand for a generator. What is our x? X denote what? Demand for a generator set. Now what is the first question? No demand. No demand means what? Put x equal to 0. So you save this function in your calculator. 2.5 power x e power minus 2.5 divided by x factorial. Then put x equal to 0. You will get this as the answer. Now second question. Demand had to be refused. What do you mean by demand had to be refused? When the demand will be refused? If we want more than 4 diesel generators. Suppose a customer requires more than 4 diesel generators, then shop cannot provide. Why shop cannot provide? Because shop has only how many generators? Only 4 diesel generators. So the demand should be rejected, correct? So when the demand had to be refused, so when the demand is x greater than 4. That is when the demand is for more than 4 generators. That is you need to write p of x greater than 4. What do you mean by p of x greater than 4? 1 minus p of x less than or equal to 4. That is 0, 1, 2, 3 as well as plus 4. Okay. P of x equal to 4. I have not written here. Please make a correction here. P of x equal to 4. So that answer will be what? 0.108822. Thank you.